Introducing new Moth Be Gone. Welcome back to WETT The Splash, the home of all your naughty little secrets.
We are live from the scene of the accident, and the death toll has climbed to a staggering rate.
Welcome back. We're here again. We've had another episode today, and this one's going to be a lot funner because we've got Mark here with us.
Here I am. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy that your guys' intro has turned into a full-fledged Grand Theft Auto radio at this point.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yahweh be with you.
We're on top of it. We're upgrading every time we come in here. You come in here, it's different.
The production value has escalated. I mean, you got these, like I was saying earlier, you have the full fucking Pixar lamp style mics that curve and twist and everything, and you don't have to hold it anymore. The ghetto
stomps the eye, and then you just kind of sit in front of it.
And you're supposed to be happy about the fact that like this poor little eye just died in front of you to start a kids movie.
Well, it's kind of a strange thing now thinking about that. That is a wow. Okay, well, no, let's get into the Discord. You
guys got a Discord now. And I'm gonna be full transparent. I haven't joined the Discord yet because I don't use Discord very much, but I'm going to need to now because...
Let's talk about it. So this is the thing with Discord that I've noticed, right?
Shit posting.
The nerds, the people that like, the people who like anime and understand computers and like can pull up the command prompt on their computer and actually type something into it. Have you ever done that? You ever accidentally pulled up the command prompt and then you see all the code like... Yeah, it just scares the piss out of me.
Oh, it's just gibberish. It looks
I feel like
it's hieroglyphics. I could go to fucking Egypt and read the side of a pyramid and look the same to me.
I feel like I'm gonna get red pilled and stuck into the computer, and now I'm gonna have to fight a bunch of white dudes in suits.
Yeah, I feel like if I were to say that what I'm reading out loud, I get sucked into the computer really quick.
Matrix made computer code just completely uneasy for me. It makes my stomach upset.
Exactly. So. It just makes me realize that it's just I don't know anything about that level of computer.
But the people who do, these motherfuckers, they've been on Discord for like a little while now. Like since before the pandemic, these motherfuckers have been on Discord. So it's kind of like imagine like Reddit. Because you fucked around with Reddit like a little bit, right?
I still
like
do. I use it for porn sometimes. Yeah,
but so you've looked up a titty picture.
1,000%.
You understand at least how the layout works.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the collection of minds idea of Reddit and subthreading and all that kind of shit mixed with like AOL chat rooms.
Yeah, because you have to actually get invites and be brought in. Like you can't just jump in there. Yeah, I have the app on I use the app on my phone every once in a while. I'm a part of like 2 Discords, but I never check them, never go on them. I just know it's there. I got on my first one because of a game I play on my phone. Which game is that?
Raid Shadow Legends.
You motherfucker.
You seen the commercials?
I see in front of every single fucking. It's either that or Manscaped or Blue Chew. It's like fucking constantly.
I have a lawnmower 3.0. Thank you very much. My nutsack is always
glistening.
Dude,
it's fantastic.
I shave my D&Bs once a week.
Let me see. Oh wow, that is pretty clean, man. Look at that. Hold on, let me feel. Oh, it's like a baby's ass.
Whoa.
Your ass resembles a baby.
Good thing I didn't eat that Blue Chew.
Not at all,
I'll tell you that much. Here,
well,
let's
it takes
do
a
it
little while to
again.
kick in.
I am the coming Messiah.
Yeah. Okay. I like this thing. We got Thomas said took all this time to set this thing up. I barely ever. Yeah. I haven't touched it much yet, but we're trying to incorporate it. But okay.
Use it all you want.
Yeah.
Does the lawnmower? Do you use the lawnmower on your face or just the ball sack? How's that work?
I've used it on my face.
Is it good on the face?
Yeah, it's great on the face.
Because I trimmed my fucking beard for the first time. I had my neck shaved for the first time in like 3 years, and all of a sudden it itched because my neck hadn't touched the razor in a while. Yeah. I'm like, well, if I ever maintain this sucks. I don't want to use a razor. Let me see how this fucking electric shit is. But
it's funny, because you know me, I don't grow facial hair. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you can probably see I have like a goatee right now.
I see that there's a goatee there, but it's I don't know where
this
it starts.
This is the bushiest, most giant goatee I've ever had in my life.
I just can't tell what part of the chin it starts at. Is it the butt of the chin? Okay, it's like right below.
It's just underneath. Yeah, it's not even on the front.
I think if you stand against the sun, it just looks like a shadow.
Yeah, and I got my dad's bummer long fucking blonde mustache hairs too. Oh. So that doesn't look good either.
You have a lot of your dad's features though.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Mine from the fucking Popeye forearms that he had.
Yeah, dude. My dad's fucking forearms look like legs.
Yeah.
And now I have big ass forearms too. It's like
finally.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, we're finally getting there.
Yeah, I had to crack it for a while.
No, so Discord, though. So it's like, first of all, if you open your messenger, I just sent you the invite link to get into this Discord.
Hey, that's the Oakland Bear. That's fucking Travis, isn't it?
Yeah. We got a
Travie P.
Bubbles is in there. Travie P's in there. Fucking.
I need to tell a quick little thing about Travie P real quick.
Let's say he's going to listen to this.
We went to, I'm going to try to crack up just thinking about it, but went to the bar a couple weeks ago, and Travie P never comes out, from what I've been told. And he came out and went to a bar, like, with security and shit. And Travis just walks in with a fucking, there's like a KFC cup or something.
Yeah.
And he just brings it in. He doesn't get a beer, doesn't get a drink. Just hanging out in the fucking bar with this full fucking cup. He could have had fucking lean. He could have had straight Henny. He just had water.
Nobody questioned him
the
whatsoever?
whole night. He wandered through the bar, just a full cup of drink, just like this guy could have whatever the fuck he wants in this.
Yeah.
And they're checking everybody else for stuff, and for some reason, they must have just known the sweet, gentle deer of a man that he is, and just didn't question it. He's wandering around with a full cup of whatever the fuck you know.
Yeah.
Turns out it was just water.
That, or they just thought he was like obliterated on hallucinogens, so it's like whatever he's drinking, it's probably keeping him alive.
Yeah, maybe this guy doesn't even know where he actually is right now. Let's not take this away. He might, curl into a ball and cry.
Did you fucking teleport here, Peter Pan? Like, what is this shit? Like, are you even looking at me right now?
Did you come from upstairs? Like, where'd this start?
You know what? I don't even care what's in the cup. Just keep it moving,
just
man.
Hang out.
Yeah.
Just please don't trip.
I fucking love that.
Just don't start feeling people's faces and talk about the fucking next realm.
Yeah, dude. Shout out Travie P. I was actually hanging out with him last night.
Oh, he's good people.
Yeah,
he's good people.
He's a good guy, dude. He listens to like every episode.
I also enjoy whenever me and him are around. There's always like, "Are you guys related?" Yeah, we are. Yeah, have to be.
Right?
Have to be.
Yeah,
because fucking all gingers are
part
of the same crop.
But I was saying because of the beard thing. I may not have my own beard, but like because of the pandemic, I cut Bubbles' hair now.
You cut his hair?
Yeah. I'm a fucking barber now, doggy. Throw it on the resume. It's not hard.
Do you strap him because are you full on buzzing it down, or are you bicking it? How's he do his?
No. I bought him like a nice wall razor, WHL. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I thought okay.
No, yeah. Like I bought him like just like a nice razor that had like 1,000 attachments, and it was for like his face and his horrible fucking Sasquatch like body.
Yeah.
Fucking. But like he never uses it, and then like once pandemic came around. He's got like the full Mr. Burns, bro. He looks like Danny DeVito 10 years from now.
He'll send me snaps of him, lip singing bad trap music while hitting the bong, and I see just the hairstyle going on. And
yeah,
I mean he rocks it well.
Yeah.
For how it looks, he rocks it well.
He tries to fight me on it sometimes, but then eventually he usually caves in. So like once every like couple months, I cut his hair, and his beard was getting disgusting.
Yeah,
because he doesn't know how to take care of that either. So I actually learned how to trim a beard properly and cut his beard.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I had it looking really nice for a little while too, until I convinced him eventually shave the whole thing off.
Yeah, why'd you do that?
Because it was hilarious.
Let's see him afterwards.
Let's be real. He's not gonna listen to this. It was hilarious.
Does he listen to this or no?
No.
He really doesn't? Oh, I thought he did. What the fuck else he has to do?
Yeah, no shit to do, dude.
Nothing. No. He can play this on in the background while he sits and does nothing all day.
While he's sleeping for 36 hours at a time. You think he could at least give us the views?
Because he already just sits in his garage and is on his phone most of the time. So just have this on in the background instead of the fucking bad playlist he's heard 40 times.
I got here at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
He woke up out of bed like right before I left. He got out at like 6:30. He was like, good morning. I was like, fuck you, dude. Like
he'll still send me snaps of him, no caption, just him laying down on a pillow, head over or arm over his head,
oh my
dark.
God.
I'm like, why did you
did you
send me this? It's 6 p.m. on a Thursday. Why did you send me this? It's not even hot out or anything. Are you sick? Like, what is this?
My favorite is when like I have to like make him go to the doctor or like get him to like do yard work. So then he's sending the depressing, my roommate's mean to me stories on his Instagram and shit.
And always sent it to you on accident, I'm sure, too.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking hate my roommate.
My roommate's a dick.
Thanks, bud.
It's like, my bad, Brody. I had to take you to the hospital today, you fucking idiot.
I'm sorry I made you wipe your ass earlier. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, dude. Sorry I made you get up on Christmas, you fucking dickhead.
Exactly. Holy shit. Sorry I told you to keep chewing your food so you wouldn't choke anymore.
Yeah.
You sack of shit.
He really is that kind of cunt where, like, if you just, like, he could be, like, walking into traffic and you'd be like, Bubbles, just don't walk. Just wait till the car's going. He's like, I'm fine. Fuck you. And then he's just going to walk right into it.
Wait for the crosswalk. No, I'm fine.
He's a goddamn animal, dude.
Well, he looks like one. He's fucking... Like we were talking about the Sasquatch chest thing going on.
Yeah.
Aside from him being hairy, what has always bugged me is that I've never seen that thing pick up more than a fucking big plate of cheese. Yet he's just strong,
super muscular. Mike brought that up too a couple times. That he's just.
It's irritating.
Yeah, he's got tard muscles.
He literally looks like a chimp. Like he looks like a slightly shaved chimp.
Yeah,
he has a long torso.
He's got the
long arms,
protruding eyebrows.
Yeah,
his head's not shaped like it should be.
He's got weird kind of pointy-ish shoulders that are still somehow strong.
He's clearly fucking stupid.
Yeah, he's got fucking hair in places you wouldn't think the hair fucking comes from. How do you get rib hair?
Yeah,
like, it's impressive,
right? So check this out. So one of the things with this Discord,
wrangling
us in. No, it's fine. It keeps coming back. So this has to do with bubbles. So one of the things we do on the Discord is I let people like send me things, and they can send me voicemails and articles and shit. Mm-hmm. So Bubbles sent me something, and let's hear what it is. I guess you know what? I'm gonna fuck up. Last week I fucked up.
It happens.
And I didn't have the volume up. Here we go. Let's see what it was.
Add to the soundboard.
Hello.
No creativity.
Hello.
He did it again.
Oh. That's what it was. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sounds like he was practicing it.
Well, that's the kind of thing you hear when you get into a windowless van. Like, that's the first word. Hello.
Yeah.
You'll never see your family again.
Yeah, I want to get people to, like, leave me voicemails on the show, and, like, I can, like, listen to them and, like, play them back, and, like, like, maybe if I tell a story or something. But so far it's just been Bubbles calling me a bitch or saying hello.
Do you listen to them beforehand, or is it a wild card and you just do it live?
I will if I fucking get any.
Okay, I was going to say, I was thinking about sending, I'm like, okay, I could send him one and then just say someone that would be...
You could.
I could just say, hey, buddy, how you doing? And then,
encourage it.
And then hit a side curve of just completely get the whole thing taken down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could try.
I encourage anybody who listens, just send something. If you're... Here's the thing, right? Like, okay, I listen to, like, 8 or 10 podcasts probably. It's a lot. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
It's a collection.
But, I mean, I listen... Here's the thing. I'm at the point now where I wake up, like, at, like, 6:30 every morning.
And also,
for nothing.
That's wild that you do that. Like, I and this might come across as maybe an insult in some way. I never thought you'd be one of those people.
No, because I used to sleep till like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I've always had night jobs.
Yeah.
But now I only do the day shift. My girlfriend wakes up super early, so like I'm just used to getting up at 6:30. And the other thing is I'm up now a good 5 hours before anybody in the house. So,
what an indictment.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So I've gotten used to getting up at like 6:30 in the morning, going into the garage and like just putting on podcasts.
So you're going to be the first one to hear the smell, this lingering, uncrisp, stagnant air of the garage. That's you every morning?
Yeah, no, I'm the first one to enter it. But like...
It's like opening a vacuum chamber.
Oh, yeah. But like, so now I listen to podcasts at home, I listen to podcasts at work, and I listen to podcasts when I go work out. So I'm listening to a lot.
Yeah.
And I follow almost none of them on social media. I interact... The ones that I do follow on social media, I interact with none of their posts. I don't comment. I don't send shit in.
Yeah.
And if you're like me and you're listening to this, don't be that fucking asshole. Get on the Discord.
Yeah.
And make the show seem like people are listening. All right? Because there's plenty of you. But the Discord's new, so I haven't really... Here's the thing, bro. Like I said, the nerds know how to use it. I don't know how to fucking use it. I kind of know how to use it.
These are the kind of people that
I've used it for porn and for Raid Shadow Legends.
These are the kind of people that will make sure to let you know that, hey, I know you use a PS4 or like an Xbox, but let me tell you how great my PC is.
Yeah.
Like, whether I asked you or not.
They are all on Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody under like 20 is on Discord now.
Man.
I would say. But no, so here's the thing. Like,
that's kind of concerning, that last part.
Well, we're getting older, buddy.
I'm just the idea.
I didn't jump on TikTok at all. Did you?
No.
My girlfriend sends me 1,000 of them a day. But other than that, she sends me so many TikToks. I downloaded the app on my phone
just to have
to be able to fucking open them without a problem anymore.
I don't like TikTok, but I'm not going to be fucking Mr. Oh, I act like I'm 40 even though I'm 28 to shit on it, because it's just like...
I'm not hating on it.
No, me neither.
I didn't get on Chive either.
No. And I think I didn't get on Vine at the time either.
I didn't get on Vine. No, I didn't get on Vine at all. So I miss all the trends. So it's like, I guess it's not different.
If TikTok came out in 2008, though, we'd be on it. Like, we would have been on it.
Yes.
Like,
because we were in high school, definitely.
Yeah, so it's just like, I'm not going to shit on it because...
We would have been using the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
We probably would have been creating on it.
Trying to.
We would have been doing really stupid shit that would have gotten us in trouble, but we probably would have been using... It's actually probably good it didn't exist yet.
Most likely.
Yeah.
I feel like we talked about this before. We just barely, like... Social media started towards the end of our... Well, I mean, it was around in middle school and high school, but we got more into it.
It wasn't getting popular yet.
Yeah, to where if we were maybe a little bit younger, we'd probably be in a lot of trouble for what we posted on certain things.
Yes.
Like there's certain pictures that we've talked about that we've had on our Facebooks way too late. Like I should have deleted
Yeah.
this probably a week after posting it, but
Have
it's been
you?
here for.
No, he's still up there. Isn't
Oh
he?
no! I've deleted.
okay.
Which one are we talking about?
Oh, the worst one, the one that's gonna get brought up one day when we got to play on Chatterbait all fucking night.
Oh, then yeah, no, that one.
Yeah.
It wasn't. No, it
We're
was
just boys.
Omegle or whatever. No.
No.
Chat roulette.
Chat roulette.
Yeah, Chatterbait. Hey, I mean, if we can get on Chatterbait, I ain't got no problem with that. I'll fucking.
We did the show on Chatterbait.
Whip my
once.
ass out. Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
you were
yeah,
there.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah,
you were
I was
there for the
that one.
Chatterbait episode.
That was uncomfortable.
That was
mean,
uncomfortable. Yeah, it was.
I
But,
was just waiting for someone to say if I could pull the dick out.
yeah. Start hearing the tokens flashing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we were definitely in that like, I'm like, I don't know if you noticed, but my old Facebook from high school is completely gone.
Oh yeah, you've changed it a few times. Yeah.
At this point, what I did was because you can't delete a Facebook. You could try to delete
Really?
a Facebook, but they just fuck with you. It's like as soon as you get to the last button that says like, "All right, we'll let you delete it," it like crashes no matter what you're using. Like
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like they send a fucking bug to your computer. So what I did was, I went into it and I went in and I deleted literally everything that I could, every photo, all the information, every fucking post.
Yeah,
I tried to just make it a ghost. So now it's just my name and an empty account, and there's plenty of them.
Just
so
blank. Yeah.
it's gone. Thank God.
That's good.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know,
Dude, because here's you know what worried me like mostly wasn't it wasn't statuses or pictures in general, because we definitely put some like questionable pictures out there.
Oh yeah, but that wasn't. Those are early memes.
Yeah,
those weren't
yeah.
as bad as what we get now.
Yeah, those were memes from 08. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've had it up to here with midgets, and the picture is fucking up to like a
Yeah,
halfway shirt. Just
yeah.
dumb little things like that.
Yeah. So like, but what worried me the most wasn't that shit, but it was the comments threads. When you and me would jump on like some random post and blow it up with like 150 comments, just saying, literally trying to say the most awful things to each other.
The most offensive, the most offensive possible is to attack somebody that didn't deserve it. They never deserved it usually.
Yeah.
Sometimes they would, but just demolish somebody back and forth, and they'd retort, but then we would just say. We were willing to go a lot further than a lot of other people were, which isn't a good isn't necessarily a good thing.
I think a lot of it was because of I think Tristan didn't help for sure.
No,
because we had kind of like this gateway into saying more things that we shouldn't have been able to say, because we had this very passive black guy.
Yeah,
that would just kind of like let us bully him.
He was our punching bag, and more not even in a sense of it's something to hit. It's something to hit to get better. Like he was literally like our practicing punching bag.
Yeah, like I didn't notice. Like, did you start to come around and realize like some people we were bullying?
What do you mean? Like, just kind of look back on it sometimes?
Yeah, like Jonathan Carlson.
Oh,
shout out to him. We were bullying the shit out of that kid.
I think
he's great. I talked to him the other day.
Oh, really?
Had a real, actually, like long, genuine conversation.
Nice.
Like he's like we're boys, but I definitely was bullying him.
Oh, 100%.
We were trashing him.
Especially when you had weights with him, you would just fucking just spread cheeks and fucking dump a fat one on his chest on a regular basis.
He would not defend himself.
Yeah.
He was always there. He was always just there to take it, dude.
I can't remember if I told this story on the podcast before, but I remember I think it was my senior year. I'm pretty sure it was senior year, but I went along and canned a few freshmen on that freshman Friday or whatever.
Okay.
And it wasn't what do you call it? I remember when I look back on it, people say, "Oh, you were a fucking bully, canning kids." I can't remember who. I remember the people in the group was like, I know Ofa was a part of it, like Trey Howard and shit. Yeah. They were asking the nerd kids, "Hey, who are the fucking the jocks of your group, or your grade? Who are the ones who thinks they're hot shit?"
Yeah.
And we were canning them.
Who needs an ego check?
Exactly. Yeah. But I can't remember who it was. Me and somebody else broke off, and we canned some random kid, and that one was no preparation. I didn't know who he was, canned him or whatever.
Yeah.
And this is that was what 2010. Here I am, I think 2014, 2015. I'm in a Starbucks, and I'm friends with I have a severe addiction to caffeine and Starbucks and everything. So I'm talking to one of my friends there, and she's telling me later on, she's like, "Yeah, so do you know this kid over here that works here?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, his name's I don't know, fucking Bill or whatever." "Do you know Bill?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Well, he knows you." I'm like, "What do you mean?" Apparently you canned him a long time ago.
Oh,
and he still remembers it. And he says it was like a really traumatic experience. It was freshman year. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh no. I'm like, tell him I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk to him, but tell him I'm so sorry. Like, I just felt so bad. And I she stopped working there soon afterwards, so I never got to get like a follow up of how that went.
That's
But
so
I
awful.
felt so bad.
You know who else we kind of fucked with a lot? Like that, it was kind of like it's like we didn't hate him, but we definitely just always trashed on him. Was Greg Kling.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Because I never hated Greg Kling. I always liked him, but we definitely trashed the fuck. We went on Facebook once. We went on Tristan's Facebook.
Oh.
Because we had Tristan's email password.
Yeah, we
all
did.
of them.
Yeah, we did.
So we would instead of hacking his Facebook, we would hack his email, and so we could get into everything he owns.
So we would get the recovery password from Facebook because we had his email address.
Yeah, dude. So he'd be trying to like fend off the hackers, and we're constantly just redoing his Facebook. We were posting we were making his like profile photo like John Cena and stuff.
Yeah, the edit of him as in like a submission move or whatever. Yeah,
and then we put that he was in a relationship with Greg, and I just remember getting this angry phone call like 9 at the night
like
from
threatening.
Greg. Well, he called me on his home phone. You know how angry you got to be to call somebody on the home phone?
Yeah, because you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You're stuck.
You want people to hear this.
You're angry enough to be planted in one spot just for an entire concentrated rant of anger and misery.
Yeah, you're angry enough that you know that you want to slam this thing when the conversation's done, and you just can't do that with a smartphone.
You can't tap. And even at that time, it still would have been
We had
like a flip phone.
It was, yeah.
I did feel good to flip a phone, though, to hang up a conversation.
But that was definitely the first time I was like, we went too far.
I think with that same vein of making relationships, I did that with him and Joshy Joma.
Oh, yeah, we talked about Joshy Joma a few times. Shout out to Joshy Joma, bro.
No, seriously, if I want to see him.
I think he listens to this shit.
I want to see him again someday so badly, just to be like, dude, I hope you know I didn't mean a single thing.
Yeah,
that was,
dude.
I look.
If I had a chance, man, I would just give that guy the longest hug in the world.
Seriously, I would buy him fucking $100 shot of whatever he wanted at a bar. Like, do you want the Don Julio fucking 19 whatever? It's yours.
Can I get you a pair of Jordans or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
can I give you a down payment on an apartment? Like, please, I'm so sorry. Like,
yeah, because he was definitely one of those just incredibly passive. Like, he's there because we're friends, but he's also just like a bullet sponge for jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He absorbed so much shrapnel, he might have been a magnet. Like, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I hope he never took any of that personally, because he's just one of the nicest fucking guys. And I've reached out to him, but he hasn't messaged me back. But he always looks at the stuff I post like on Instagram. So
he's liked a couple of my things on Instagram and stuff. So I like to hope that maybe he doesn't despise me.
I don't think he hates anybody, because he just doesn't talk to anyone.
Well, and I shouldn't say I hope he doesn't hate me, because if he does, I deserve it. So I'm not
True.
going to sit here. So it's
if he had ill feelings towards me, I do deserve it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So I'm not going to sit here and play the victim. No, I definitely. It's like when we would say that kind of stuff, we knew that we had no malice behind it.
Yeah.
But
we were just trying to say horrible things because that's what got attention.
We're just getting pops because we were fucking fat, loud kids that we talked a lot of shit.
Yeah, we knew how to say like the worst things, and then if we said the worst things, people laughed. So we said the worst things.
Because we were fat kids who were always the butt of a joke because it's make fun of the fat kids. The easiest thing. What's he gonna do? Fucking get sad, cry, go eat 43 McNuggets, and that's usually the thing. No, I'm gonna retort. Yeah, but I'm gonna retort past what I actually should.
Plus nuggets.
Yes.
You know the nuggets
Extra
get to stay. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have to go nowhere in the situation, but
Dude, they charge for dipping sauce now, man. Fuck McDonald's. I went to Popeyes in Richmond, which is my first mistake, but I was trying to get fucking
That sounds like it would be packed. That sounds like Chick-fil-A in Walnut Creek.
Basically, every Chick-fil-A is like that.
Yeah.
I go to the one. There's a hospital up in Nevada I deliver to a lot, and there's a Chick-fil-A right by it, and that line is always so just atrociously long.
Okay.
And I went to Popeyes in Richmond, and they ordered fucking like a 6-piece spicy nuggets or some bullshit. They gave me one sauce. I'm like, hey, can I get another one? They're like, yeah, 75 cents a piece. I'm like, it's almost $1.
Yeah, it's like an ounce too. It's only 1 or 2 ounces of sauce.
I'm like, and then I'm like, well, can I get another one? So I gave them $1, which I shouldn't have. And they gave it to me, and I'm like, I almost want another one, but I'm not gonna spend. I'm not gonna sit here and spend fucking $1.50 on 2 things of sauce when I go to other just as shitty Popeyes that don't charge me for it.
Oh yeah, dude. And then sometimes people don't give a fuck, and they'll just buy out of spite. They'll buy like 10 or 20 of them, and it's like, you know what? Fine, fuck you. Here's $20. Give me as much ranch as I want.
Yeah, just give me the tub.
Yeah.
Let me just squirt it into my mouth.
I can go to the store and definitely get like 5 times as much ranch, but
it's
just because you guys want to be petty, I'll be petty and waste money on it.
Yeah, 100%.
That's fucking beautiful.
That's how it rolls, though.
I do gotta say though, for Chick-fil-A, like, it's always packed, but they've got it figured out.
Oh,
they've got like 3 people taking orders outside. They got 2 people hanging out by the drive-through window, so like they're moving like 4 cars at a time.
Do you ever actually hang out on the line or no? Or do you just go in? Because going in is like a quarter of the time usually. If there's not that long of a line inside, you can go in 3 people max, 4 people.
I can't lie. I've been I've only gone like 3 times because of the size of the line. Mm-hmm. One time I went in and it was super fast.
Yeah, inside so much faster.
Yeah. And then the other 2 times, I mean, all right. So I went like 2 months ago, and I was thinking like, all right, like my girl goes on lunch at like 1. So then if I'm around Chick-fil-A by noon, I'll definitely be able to get that shit and get to her work. So I pull up and the line is on the street.
Oh, 100%.
We're on the street, and like they've got this thing like triple wrapped around the parking lot.
Yeah, it
because
goes around.
The gym's closed at the time still.
Yeah.
So like they had the full parking lot to fuck with, and it looked like a mass vaccination site. There were so many goddamn people there, and like
basically. What's the Lord's chicken?
I think I got through it in like 20 minutes though.
Jesus.
Like it was really fast.
Efficient.
I thought, considering how far I was, like I had to have been at least minimum 20 cars behind. Minimum, like. Probably even more because I've only been there a few times, but it was so many cars that like I was getting anxious that an hour wasn't going to be long enough.
Well, it's one of those perks of having.
That great. I mean, it's good.
Yeah,
it's not revolutionary.
No, well, one thing about the line too, it's one of those good perks of having a minimalistic menu,
to
where they have everything prepared. Like, and it's it's
like In-N-Out. We got 4 things.
Yeah, exactly, and everything's fresh because we're not gonna have anything sitting on the back burner. But no. I mean, I really like Chick-fil-A, but it's for me. That's just my preference. But yeah, I get what you mean.
I like it, but it's kind of like with In-N-Out. I feel the same. Where it's like, do I want to wait for 30 minutes to get a fast food burger? Like I remember when we were kids, like we'd go to like a family dinner or something like that. You know, like Black Angus or just one of those like redneck. This is fine
Blackberry
diner.
Yeah,
and like. We'd go in, they're like, wait time's about an hour. And my dad's like, nope, we're not fucking doing that. Let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, basically.
And I remember just thinking, like, why? Like, we could just wait an hour. And then now that I'm like an adult, I'm just like, yeah, no, eat my dick. I'll just go somewhere. Like,
exactly.
This meal, it's a meal. Like, I'm not trying to fucking suffer for it. I'm not going to take my whole day just to get your bullshit fucking wagon platter.
This isn't some fucking first come, first served where if I'm not waiting in line, I'm going to lose what I want. No, it's going to fucking still be there. I'm not going to sit here and wait all that time.
Yeah.
I'm here to get a fucking drink and a... But for me with restaurants, like especially... Like, I'll go to Yard House sometimes, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, it's a... I mean, just like pre-COVID when I had more options. But you go to fucking Yard House, oh, it's like an hour wait. I'm like, dude, BJ's and Lazy Dog and Buffalo Wild Wings are all right there. I'm coming here to get random drinks and some bullshit bar food. Like, I'm not going to sit here and wait an hour for my fucking...
It's like, what, you got the best fries in town, dude?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like, you got a golden chalice of a chicken wing?
Yeah,
Like,
what
no.
What do you think you did different to your burger that's worth waiting an hour for?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
you put arugula instead of cheddar. Oh, my God, you're revolutionary.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wait an hour for that. I'm going to go down the street.
What a woke place. Thanks for the scoop of ice cream on
exactly.
the cookie. Like.
Oh, you call your sauce aioli and not sauce. Wow, revolutionary. From Berkeley? Fuck off.
Oh, it's a reduction? Is that what this is? It's a reduction?
Your fries are crinkle cut.
You mean
That's
you
fantastic.
melted butter in the pan? You did a reduction?
Exactly. and you want to charge $3 more for the next
thing? Fucking assholes, bro. They'll fucking take a scoop of butter, put it in the pan, and they'll say they did a reduction on it.
Yeah. Or
to make it all fancy, dude. You just throw the big words on the science on, big science words. Or I watch guys' grocery games a lot.
Is that Guy Fieri?
Yeah. Oh. Dude. I love Guy Fieri.
Dude, he's a goat.
He's the man.
I love that guy.
He is the Food Network goat. He is the Howard Stern of the Food Network.
Yeah, he keeps a gangster. He's the Oprah Winfrey of food.
Yeah, dude. Like, people like Mr. Impossible, Robert Irvine, because he's giant. Like, he's that tank.
Oh, yeah.
He's the overly yoked one that's kind of like bald with the glasses. But but Guy Fieri's the fucking... Yeah. He's the man. He's why Food Network exists.
Dude, any man that is still rocking fucking frosted tips and a fucking soul patch goatee combination in 2021, it is not mocked for that and like still respected. You're doing something right.
Well, we've looked up pictures of him though. Like he needs it. He looks like fucking live action Mario.
Oh, without it, you mean?
Yeah, because his hair's like brown and it's like dark brown. So like, when without the thing, it's like it's all dead. It's just all laying flat, and then it's brown, and the mustache is brown. He just looks like. He's going to fight big turtles. And
he's a pretty tan
step
dude.
on fat brown people
to
get ahead.
Yeah, and attack a giant. Go steal a bitch named Peach for a while. Yeah. Or Peach. Daisy was the other one. The fucking addition later on no one cared about.
Yeah,
like
Waluigi. The yellow one.
Yeah. The weird orange, I guess, peach colored one. Yeah,
that the fucking autumn peach.
Yeah, the one that was called Daisy but was colored like
Pine
a peach.
Cone. Yeah,
exactly. Fucking apricot. Yeah, that kind. But yeah, I feel like, what's it called? guy is so tanned, or the brown hair probably makes him look just like a fucking used car salesman.
Oh, he looks hilarious.
Keep the bleach tips.
Yeah, he has to.
He has to look. This is a meme I'm stealing, but he has to look like the combination of all the members of Smash Mouth as one person.
I saw that meme and it's fantastic.
Oh, because you look at each person,
accurate.
It's like what he really does have a feature of each guy. Yeah, he keeps it 100.
He's got the pudgy, spiky hair, and like he has the pudge and the spiky hair of the lead singer, and then he's got like the frosted tips of one of them, and the whole thing is hilarious. I'll just break it down with my fingers. I appreciate you.
I miss Smash Mouth.
I miss Smash Mouth too. God damn.
I remember they came out with a song a few years ago, like 2016. No, they really didn't. No,
I get upset when I see that. Like Blink-182 still making music.
They're going strong too.
It's just put it down.
Same with I mean, I love Green Day too, but Green Day needs just to hang it up.
You didn't make enough money.
Just kick back with the hits.
You can't just tour the hits. You could tour the hits.
Exactly.
Led Zeppelin toured the hits for 135 years.
AC/DC toured the hits after the lead singer died. Like they're fine. Like look at Queen. I went to a Queen concert.
They got that Asian karaoke fella.
Yeah, whatever he is.
Yeah.
I went to that show actually.
How was he?
He was okay. I mean,
okay.
you know,
he's no Freddie Merc.
Well, that's the thing though, is that with someone like that, why even bother replacing him? Because you're not going to get that same flair. It's like I'd be like remaking Tommy Boy with someone that's not Chris Farley. It's like you're not going to get that same lightning in a bottle thing. And Freddie Mercury is one of a kind performer to where you bring out I can't remember the guy's name, Adam something. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
But he's not,
Adam Levine? No,
that's Smash Mouth.
That's Maroon 5.
That's definitely not Smash Mouth.
That's Maroon 5.
That's Maroon 5, yeah.
No, the guy, the gay fellow that lost American Idol for being gay.
Yeah, and
Adam Lambert.
Yes.
Yeah. I liked him. I watched that season.
Oh, nice.
Well, we were in high school, you know.
He did a pretty good job.
He was great. He did Mad World. I think that's the
he?
song he lost on, and it was phenomenal.
That's a shame.
Yeah, but fucking. Yeah, I know they picked him up like right away, and I figured like he was good, but yeah, no, Freddie Mercury is just one of those like once in a lifetime artists. Like I don't think you could replace Chester from Linkin Park.
No, and they were smart with it too. They just literally they pretty much hung it up afterwards. Like he's gone.
Everybody's been replaced except for Brandon Urie and Panic at the Disco, but you couldn't replace him because he's apparently a savant.
Yeah,
you know he's the whole band, right?
Now
like
he is. Now, well, the whole band broke up after not the album that I Write Sins Not Tragedies, the next album that had 9 in the Afternoon. After that album, like in 2009, they all were gone.
Yeah, and then he did better.
Yeah, and
they slowed him down.
Well, they were kind of
like it was good music.
Well, they had kind of a rough patch when they first were kind of get back in the groove of it just being because it was him and like I think the drummer. He had one other member with him.
Yeah,
but
he didn't. Here's the thing. When he was so obviously writing the whole thing that there was no point in him ever having a drummer.
No.
He didn't need it because he was writing all the parts. So he could have just taken all the money and just hired assholes to play the parts every week.
He could have done what
which is what he does now.
What the Fall Out Boy did when Fall Out Boy had the hiatus.
Oh, because the fat one had to lose weight. Yeah,
the fat one went off and did an album, but he did a whole album where he recorded every single instrument.
Yeah,
he did the fucking guitar, bass,
That's
synthesizer.
Dope. I'm not mad at that.
Never listened to it.
I think Serge Takanian did the same thing from System of a Down.
Oh,
you didn't think I'd be able to say his name? Yeah.
Not entirely. No, to be honest with you. No. Did you hear their new songs? They had 2 new sons.
No, same thing. Wasn't interested.
One of them was.
I like them too much.
One of them was not System of a Down. The second one was though. The 2 of the songs. I mean, I'm not gonna get too excited if they come out with a slew of new music because it's been so long. It's not bad.
It's kind of like a weird because part of it feels like it's just a money grab, but then also that's not fair. Because if you're an artist, then you're always going to want to create till you die. But something about seeing somebody like Blink-182 or System of a Down or Plus 44, somebody who had like their skyrocket career
so
20, 30 years ago at this point, like I don't know, like you either have to adapt and change all the way together or just ride the hits because you could survive on the hits.
Well, it doesn't help when those...
I can see wanting to create, but it's just, it comes off weird.
Well, when those kind of artists, when their whole appeal is like the punk, like the young punk genre or the anti-establishment genre and stuff like that, it's cool at the time when they're in their 20s and stuff, and fuck the man. But when you're 44 years old talking about fuck taxes, it's like, dude,
you're just a libertarian.
Yeah, you have a house with a mortgage and a family. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Like, oh yeah, man, just go out there and fucking ride your skateboard. Never mind the job. It's like you have a job.
You're 50.
Yeah, exactly. What is this anymore? Like, But back to System for just a second. just to, I guess, fucking blow them for a second.
Yeah.
Their whole thing about the new music, they weren't going to put the music out, but the music is actually in support of like a huge fucking like civil war going on in their home country or whatever.
They're going like fucking Rise Against. They're gonna go.
Basically, but I mean, the songs were in support of whatever the fuck's going on in Ukraine, wherever the fuck they're from. I mean, they had the right intention, so it wasn't like a money.
Listen to it.
Well, it wasn't a money grab.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like they're like, hey, we care about what the fuck's going on. Let's put this shit out. Hail Satan, all that kind of bullshit.
Yeah. But do you feel that when you see an old artist come back? Do you feel like when Mike Tyson was gonna do that fight?
Jesus, the drunk uncle fight.
Yeah, the first thing I thought of, because I love Mike Tyson.
So do I.
The first thing I thought of was like, is Mike broke? Like, why is he doing this?
Not,
well,
no.
yeah, no, he's not broke. So why is he like Chuck Liddell came back a couple
Chuck Liddell will fight somebody in the bed of somebody's truck in the middle of Arkansas for a check right now. Yeah. I don't know why. It's like, dude, you're past that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he might be broke. They didn't make a lot of money.
Oh, early UFC, it's like, here's $50 for you fucking busting that guy's head open in front of fucking however many 20 people we have.
Even today, a lot of UFC fighters have day jobs still.
That's depressing.
Yeah, me and Mike looked it up, and even if unless you're like a headliner that can actually pull a draw for a pay-per-view, the fighters are getting like 20 to 40 grand sometimes if you're like a really big name.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just some like dickhead, like you might make like a couple grand off the fight. Like you're not quitting work. You have to get good.
Imagine if you lose too. Like I'm assuming there's a bigger purse for the winner. So when you lose, it's like you went through all this training camp, all this kind of shit, and here's $1,000.
Yeah, now you gotta go back to your T-Mobile job.
Yeah, exactly.
God, it's gotta be such a goddamn bummer, dude.
Yeah, I'm happy. I just don't fucking have any kind of skill whatsoever to fight anybody.
Yeah, but I definitely don't.
But
okay, so we gotta do the Discord thing though.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ.
We're still doing the Discord.
Sorry.
All right. So, thank you, Thomas. I told people.
So distraction.
Yeah. So here's a tangent.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the live shout outs portion. I told people, right before the show, I said, if you want to say something, I'll fucking read it. So this gentleman from the Redneck Review here.
Good name.
My penis is small, and theoretically speaking, if I said that 30 pounds of cum was enough to kill a cat, wouldn't you have to accept that as a theory until someone proved it right or wrong? Yes.
Yeah, I think I would just assume it's a theory.
I think to have a hypothesis, you have to do testing, though. Mm-hmm. So you definitely have to. 30 pounds of cum is definitely going to kill a cat, though.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, you could put 30 pounds of cum in a bag and beat a cat to death. So, I mean, technically, that's a correct answer.
That's true. 30 pounds of cum, you could just drown it and fucking in 5-gallon buckets.
Yeah, like you put it in like in a little shoebox and just put the lid on.
I think it depends on what the cum is being used for. Because I think if you were to fuck 30 pounds in the cum into a cat, first of all, that's going to take a lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, a cat is most cats are fucking 7-8 pounds. I mean, you fill that thing with 30 pounds of cum. I mean, first of all, you having to produce that much back to back. I mean, I guess unless it's like a whole train system, but then on that point, how many dudes do you have to sign up to be okay with fucking a cat?
Yeah, literally fucking a cat.
That's a hell. I mean, who can afford to even? I guess there's sick freaks out there, but
that or it's like you're gonna store 30 pounds of cum, which one you need a freezer and a big one.
Yeah.
Two, you gotta collect donors. So I guess you'd have to rob a sperm bank would be the best way to do it. Also, where are those?
Just start straining Zach's socks. But yeah, sperm banks. Yeah,
where
I have
are
no
the
idea.
sperm banks?
I think it might be the same thing. One time we talked about orphanages.
And then there's 1,000 of them?
Yeah, we're there's no orphanages anymore. We Google it. Oh, they're everywhere. Holy shit.
There's an orphanage it's like Wendy's out
here.
Well,
it's kind of like when you
just abandoned children everywhere.
Well, it's like when you drive by one of those big ass buildings. It's like a 30-story building. You're like, in the top of it says, I don't know, Bank of America or some bullshit. Yeah. But it turns out fucking the 13th floor on the fucking back cubicle is actually a fucking sperm bank operation.
Yeah.
It's like because they rent out part of a building.
Yeah.
So you have to fucking awkwardly talk to the security guy. What are you here for? Dump a load. Okay, well, 13th floor on your left.
Selling batch.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking
slinging batch.
Just pushing out my kids I hope I never see in the future.
Dude, I had one of those moments this week, actually. So I was delivering, we were doing this thing where we're giving every teacher in the city basically a free pizza.
Nice.
So I was like, I got tasked with going to all elementary school teachers. So I got tasked with going to all the elementary schools with a big stack of coupons and being like, every teacher gets one of these free pizza
sweet.
things.
Yeah.
And 2 of the 3 schools were really cool. But then the 3rd school, which was our school, by the way, El Monte.
Them dicks.
These motherfuckers, right? So, okay, there's one of these PTA cunts. And she's working the roundabout in the front where, you drop the kids off and stuff. And you line up for the multi-use room cafeteria.
Yeah.
And So it's like there's like two of these ladies, and they're like, obviously kind of shepherding things. And as soon as I pull up, she's already like eyeing me down. And it's like I got the sign on the car. I'm wearing the big blue shirt and the hat and the mask.
Obvious.
I look like a billboard or even a blimp. Like I look like just the biggest sponsorship for fucking Gurgensweigels there's ever been.
You might as well have a flag saying "Come to Gurgensweigels."
Clearly, yeah. It's just, like I should have just had a big bumper sticker on my car that says "Clearly Pizza Delivery Driver."
Yeah, couldn't be more obvious.
Yeah, so I walk up the hill to the office and I give them the big stack of coupons. They're very thankful, of course. And I'll come back down towards my car, and now she's standing at my car, and she's got sunglasses on, but she's clearly fixed on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
see the glare.
So I walk up to the car, and I'm just ready for it. And she was just like, "Did you just drop something off?" And I was like, "No, actually, I was just looking around, scouting for talent."
Yeah, exactly. No, I just went there and started scoping out the kids' bathroom, and I'm coming back right now.
I literally said scouting for talent.
Oh.
And then I got in the car, and she was freaking out and drove away.
Well, fantastic.
I'll tell you what, dude, she was not happy with the response.
A lot of beats of sweat out that forehead. Yeah. Wait, what?
I get so butthurt about it. Like, I hate when, like, because it's mostly women. I hate to say that, but I hate when, like, women around children look at me like a pedophile. Just because I'm around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're not wearing a fucking suit with a perfect haircut that they can swoon over. So it's like, I'm not attracted to this man.
Yeah.
So he must want something ill-minded with the children.
Yeah. It's like, okay, there's children here. He doesn't have one. Clearly, he's here to rape them. It's
exactly. There's no middle ground.
It's like, can you not see? I'm in the full uniform, lady. Like, there's this big thing on my car that says Gurgensweigels.
It's quite
pizza.
obvious. I mean, if I showed up in a car without that and I was still wearing the shirt, it might be kind of sketch. But
it's even got a picture of a little Gurgen on it. You know, when we were kids, you line up all the Gurgens and you knock them over and they do the thing.
Yeah, and the Gurgens, you can make a stack out of Gurgens, and people on YouTube like to make giant Gurgen fucking things that seem like it takes 43 years to put together and breaks down over the course of 30 seconds. Those ones.
Yeah, the episode of Malcolm in the Middle where Dewey makes the whole house a big Gurgen project.
I love Malcolm in the Middle so
much. Phenomenal show. But
Bryan Cranston.
But like, I just like, it happens to me mostly at the park, I notice. And it always just irritates me because it's like, I know I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
I could be, I guess, intimidating looking. You know what I'm saying? Because me, obviously, I don't think I'm intimidating looking because I'm jubilant. I'm happy. Like, I'm polite. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not walking around thinking I'm going to fuck somebody up at all times. So I don't feel like I should be putting off this energy that I'm going to be fucking people up. But I think just because of the sheer size of me, just like, if it is a problem, that's a problem. So, like, just women with kids just swell up on me like a goose, dude. Like I'm about to take their eggs.
They sit there and just think, like, this guy can come over here. He could take me, definitely, which means he'll take the kids, which means I'm fucked. It's
dude,
like...
One time a lady at Newhall, she did this thing where she was pushing the cart, like, not the cart, the stroller. And as we were coming opposite directions. As we were passing, she got in between me and the stroller and was one hand walking it from the side.
Wow.
Like, I'm going to just, like, right here, this is the I'm fat as hell. Yeah. Am I going to run?
How far away am I going to get?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could knock her out cold one hand while holding the baby, but, like...
Yeah, but it's also...
Fuck, I really could, too. I could have fucking...
But then also you
clean that bitch's head right off.
You just think about stomp her afterwards, too, when she's done. Just like, get a little kick in the ribs, let her fucking wean over it for a little while. But it's like...
But it's like, I don't have any ill intention, and then she gives me this look, and now I have this intention.
Well, it's also
not that I'm going to take the child or hurt somebody, but now I'm mad at least.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you, lady.
It's a fucked up assumption that it's like the person sees you, and for no reason based aside from their own paranoia, they choose to judge you in a negative light, being like, well, I have no actual reason to think this guy. He's not wearing a shirt that says "I'm going to rape your child." Like, it's just he's a normal looking dude. And, but he's bigger than me, so I'm just going to assume that he must be a fucking bottom filth, dumpster fire, sewage man that wants to rape my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like, that's fair, right? Yeah.
It's so fucking, it's just so fucking crazy that, like, you can just, like, all humans are evil to just walk around with that kind of energy. Like, it just seems so, like, anxiety filling.
Well, the park thing is, you're talking about the park a second ago. Like, it does seem like people will almost assume the worst in parks because I guess on average,
they found a body in that same park once. Remember the chick that was working at Safeway?
Yeah.
Yeah, they found her in the duck pond.
Yeah, when Safeway was having fucking like a 120-pound little girl as a fucking security guard, just gonna stop anything.
And she got clearly murdered and thrown into a duck pond.
Yeah, exactly. This is why you hire fat, obese men as fucking security guards.
Exactly.
Or at least fucking big, strong, sturdy, butch women, because that usually goes a long way. No, it's just trash. It's negative assumptions for basically no reason. But I feel like with the park, I feel like enough bad things happen at parks just based off news articles and stories like, oh, fucking some kid was kidnapped at a park, or that classic like my kid was playing on a playground and a fucking van pulled up. I never saw my kid again. To where there's been enough people like my own mom. My mom has heard that story enough times where she's been paranoid at parks before.
Yeah. I had a solid chance for it. I told it on the show. I had a solid chance to steal a kid the other day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Undisclosed location.
Yeah, there we go.
But like, so I was at this intersection, right? Mom's got 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the front yard. One kid, and they have a corner house. So mom's occupied with the youngest one. It's like maybe a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the 4-year-old, and like she's like trying to like get a bicycle helmet on it. 5-year-old, he's on the clear other side of the property, all the way at like basically the stop sign, on his little bicycle with training wheels, learning how to ride around in like the grass. Far enough to where if I would have just like opened the door and grabbed him, I would have been on Concord Boulevard and on the freeway before she would have even gotten the cops to answer the phone.
That's wild.
So it's just
she still would have been turning her head back and forth. Where's fucking Charlie? Holy shit!
Yeah, and I would have been gone on the freeway.
That's
she wouldn't have even known what car did it. And so, the fact that I didn't do that means people should leave me alone at the park.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you should have recorded that moment and put a little audio being like, look at that kid. That could be mine right now. But I didn't take him. And just to show yourself. See, I did not kidnap that kid.
I should have pulled over and then just like go and yelled at the mom. Be like, I totally could have just taken your kid right now.
Yeah. And the next time you're at the park, show any mom that video that's looking at you funny. Here's a video of me when I could have taken a kid and I didn't.
Yeah.
So fucking stop judging me. You couldn't.
Yeah. Obviously, everybody has impulses. I didn't act on them.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's got a little urge here or there.
Here's the proof.
And it's not even in an ill intent. Could I get away with this? Could I kidnap this child? He's got long hair. I could shave it. He'll be fine later on.
Yeah, honestly, nobody knows
Change
the car.
the clothes. Yeah,
it's a Corolla. There's 1,000 Corollas.
Everyone has a Corolla.
Yeah.
You hop on the freeway. You're over in Antioch, fucking hanging out in some little trap house. It's
gone. It was a beige Toyota. Good luck.
Yeah, exactly. It was a beige mid-'90s Toyota.
It's a little kid. Okay. His head's not going to pop over the seat.
Especially after you knock him out.
You're not going to fucking
1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a good sized trunk on those little things. Like, what are they going to check every single Corolla? No, the kid's gone.
And then fucking like, it happened again today. I felt bad. I did one today. I did something really shitty. And it has to do with this subject. I even wrote it down because I felt bad. I was in a piss poor mood this morning. I was just like,
oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Underslept. You know what I'm saying? Stressed out. It was just one of those days. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where like I took like a half day off work.
Oh shit, that bad.
I just like slept all day.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
It was just one of those mornings, like you know. But this fucking all right. So I'm delivering this pizza, right? And there's this like probably in his 40s, maybe early 50s guy, and he's sitting in front of his apartment about 5 doors down from where I'm delivering to. So I'm getting out of the car and I make eye contact with him. And I smile and I wave. Now I'm wearing a mask, you can't see the smile. But I definitely waved, right? And he was smoking a cigarette. He kind of gave me this "who the fuck are you" look. And I'm wearing full uniform again, and I'm in a really bad mood. So instead of in my head being like "fuck you," like "who the fuck you think you are," just like I'm fucking smiling at you, I did that out loud into my mask. So like I was like basically I wasn't talking to him, I was talking to myself. But I was loud enough for him to hear and I wasn't thinking about it. Like I was literally just festering. I was just like, "Oh, you fucking asshole, dude. I'm fucking smiling and waving, you're staring me down. You fucking good thing this whole apartment like I'm literally going off." And then like I deliver the pizza and I walk it back to my car and I see him and we lock eyes again and he gives me a frightened wave.
Oh no!
Like, please don't come beat the shit out of me.
Like, he probably sees you as like the mentally unstable, borderline postal delivery driver who's about to fucking open fire on this apartment complex.
I look like I was about to tee off, bro. I was ready to explode.
These guys are gonna be tucking 2 medium, 2 toppings, and a bullet. Like holy shit!
Yeah, dude. I scared the piss out of that guy for sure. I felt so bad as I was driving away. But
oh no!
Also, I just sometimes, dude, like I just hate that. Like I think it's because of Molly. And I know that's a crazy statement, right? But like,
oh, Molly okay.
Yeah. So like when we were 18, I was going to raves a lot.
Who Molly is? I'm like,
yeah. but like when we were 18, I'd go to raves like once or twice every single week, and we were doing a lot of Molly because we were getting it for free.
Yeah.
So why not? Yeah. So me and Big David and some other friends were just constantly on ecstasy, and like, I just remember like, you kind of slip into that rave mentality because the thing is when you get 1,000 people together. And everybody's on ecstasy. It's a different world. Everybody's friendly and loving and kind, and people are getting out of each other's way, and everybody has a cigarette to lend, and strangers are hugging each other. Like, it's just the most. Again, it's because of drugs again, but like, it's just the friendliest you'll ever see the world.
It's positive attitudes all around.
You'll never see like a friendlier world than like at a rave where everybody's on ecstasy. That's why I
believe it.
I think that's why people love things like EDC and Burning Man and Tomorrowland, because it's just 3 to 5 days of people on so many fucking hardcore, I guess psychedelics, uppers, you know, amphetamines,
it's mood changers in a sense.
So
It's got you in such a, I'm not going to say positive, but such like an uplifted mood to where it, you know, regardless of your own personality underneath the drugs, it's helping you not get upset over small shit. It's giving you a positive look on shit.
Exactly. So it's just like I would get so sucked into like 3 or 4 times a week being in these beautiful places that when I quit doing drugs and kind of had to re-enter the world again.
What's a sobriety thing?
Yeah, I remember it was the first time this ever happened to me, and like ever since it still happens. Not often, but like it was like my first day back at DVC after a long stint of raving. And I got out of my car, and some girl was walking up past my car, and I just smiled. I didn't hit on her. I didn't say anything. I literally just we made eye contact. We made eye contact, so I smile.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because that's just something I do. I'm bad. I look into people's eyes too much.
Yeah,
you know, it's just like I
do.
It.
Nothing wrong with that though.
Well, I even do it like when I'm driving. Like if I'm looking around, I might catch eye contact with somebody.
Just connect,
and then they get mad. You ever get that?
I get that very often.
Sometimes
I drive as
well. Get mad.
Yeah, kind of.
You never locked eyes with a stranger and just like both of you flare up like you're ready to fight each other? Not a word exchanged?
I drive in the city a lot in my big box truck.
Yeah.
I get a lot of very unhappy looks very often. For, like just because my truck's big.
Yeah.
Like, what you doing around here with your big fucking truck? You know, causing this
I get them because I have like a grandma car.
Yeah.
So people want to get around me and they're pissed that I'm on the road. But no, okay, so
just aggression for no reason.
Yeah, but like reaching it all the way back, fucking. No, that's too far back. I was going to say I felt bad for that guy that I was teeing off on.
Oh, he might have deserved it, though. I mean, you never know.
Oh, okay. So the girl at DVC, right?
Yeah.
So she's walking up to my car. I accidentally make eye contact. I smile. She scowls. And I was just so fucking pissed. I didn't say anything, but it was the first time I'd ever gotten pissed about it. Because I was so used to, because back then, you know, you smile at a rave. Whoever you smiled at's going to smile, probably even talk to you.
Yeah.
I wasn't hitting on this girl. I had no ill intention. It was literally I saw you smile because I'm a good person. And the fact that I got a scowl back just made me so mad. And like, as I've gotten older, the more and more that happens to me, the angrier I get about it.
That's fair.
From men and women.
It's like, who the fuck are you? Like, who are you to get mad?
With women, I'll give you a little bit more of a leeway because maybe, you know, like something happened to you. Maybe you were raped and then.
Exactly.
And maybe it was, you know, I'm a big enough guy that like, I'm going to be stronger than most people I come in contact with, so I can see how that's intimidating too. But at the same time, like I just have like such a give everybody one chance at least mentality towards the world.
Yeah, exactly.
That when I'm greeted with that kind of energy, like I just fucking turn quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, because I was so willing to be nice to you, now I'm going to be so willing to be fucking hateful to you.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's the kind of thing that we're, regardless of, you know, I mean, obviously there's exceptions. People have been through certain things in their lives and stuff, but it's also like, you don't need to be a negative, hateful person towards strangers for no reason.
Just because you have an experience, you might have another one if you're going to put off bad energy all the time.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing that where you went through a bad experience because that person was, I don't know, whatever was wrong with that person.
Yeah.
And maybe the person who did this thing to you also had trauma at their young age. And now you've had trauma, and now the way you keep the cycle going is now you're mean to people, which is going to upset other people, which is then going to do whatever. I mean, not everybody is mentally stable. I mean, you know, if this woman may have gone through something else herself and then she's mean to some other guy.
I know it's such like a bullshit, like cliche thing, but I heard it on a TV show where like the guy said like always be kind to strangers because you never know if you're going to be looking into the eyes of an enemy.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm going to be kind to everybody, and if you're showing me enemy, then we're enemies. Let's fucking ride, dude. Like,
let's make it happen. Like, we're going to be actually enemies. Let's fucking get in each other's faces. Let's make this public. Let's make a scene.
Fucking loud about it.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
You fucking stare me down.
Let's treat this like it's fucking 84th and 15th in New York and the Bronx and start yelling at each other.
Get out of your fucking chair. You feel some type of way. Put the
stand
cigarette
up.
out.
Exactly. Come here. You want to wave? Throw a fist.
Yeah, for your own cardio sakes, you should put the cigarette down so you can last longer in this fight.
But for my own profits, I kind of want you to not. So because I'm not the best cardio either. So let's go ahead and be on an even playing ground.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just all power and hope.
Yeah, exactly. You know, a few good swings. You're like, what's that one fucking UFC guy that my balls is hot? Where he's like,
Derek Lewis?
Yeah, I got no cardio, but let me just fucking swing fists and hope one of them kills you.
Yeah, don't let me connect. That's pretty much all I've got.
Yeah, exactly. You can evade for a while and you're going to win. But if you don't, wait till.
If you get too close, you're fucked.
Yeah.
That's for goddamn sure. No, but like, I just, I felt bad because like, that guy didn't necessarily deserve that. But at the same time, like, I get so fucking pissed off about when people do that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten a similar thing to where, and I keep looking back on it, because I get so mad at security guards at hospitals with this whole COVID thing.
Oh, dude, they're the fucking worst.
I know, but
when did they become the new TSA?
Well, it's to where I'm trying to not be so mean because so many of them are just some fucking random dude or chick who are following the random protocol that their upper told them.
Yeah.
And their uppers just only been there like 6 months longer, which is why they're a lead somehow or whatever. Like,
and the guard card takes like 30 hours to get.
Exactly.
Not even that. Like, it's like maybe 2 classes and a test.
Yeah, it's a kind of certificate they don't even laminate.
These are like high school graduates. These aren't fucking like, these aren't self-sufficient, high-functioning people.
But there's ones that, like, there's sometimes where I do get, like, I'm very short with them because they'll ask me, like an example is there's this one hospital where I'll go to, and one of the ways that they'll screen us for COVID and shit is that they have us sign into a phone or sign into an account and essentially say the no symptoms, no fever, all that kind of shit in the app. But or not in the app, in the
Streamlined
website.
It, that's smart.
Yeah, but the thing though with that is that it's asking me to sign into an account for that hospital. I don't have an account for that hospital. It asks me.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd have like 1,000 accounts.
Yeah, so it says on there at, let's just say fucking Sacred Hearts fucking hospital.
Yeah.
So I put fucking Mark at Sacred Hearts. I say accept, and it says you're logged in. I'm like, there's no way I'm logged in. I never made that account. So that's obviously bullshit right off the bat.
Yeah.
So it's saying sign in, not like sign up, but sign in. So I'm already making a fake thing. I sign in, and I fill out those things. But I've had it to where I'm walking up to a hospital. Not every security guard or every person's adamant on it. They'll let you just kind of walk in because they know, hey, I've seen you fucking 4 days out of the last 5. I know you didn't change in the last 24 hours. Go ahead and come in.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll get somebody who I'm walking up. I haven't showed them the thing yet, and they say, "Oh, hold on. Have you signed in the thing yet?" I'm like, or have you been screened on your phone? I'm like, no, not yet. They're like, can you do that? I'm like, can't you just ask me if I've had these symptoms or a fever? Because I'm literally.
Don't you got a little temp gun or something on you?
They don't even take the temperature. That would be one thing.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is saying, instead of them saying to me, "Hey, vendor, do you have a fever? Yada yada yada. Have you traveled?" No. Go ahead and come in. They're making me stop, sign in, answer these on the phone, and then show them on the phone that I typed it. It doesn't log anywhere because, like I said, it's a fake account. It's not an actual account with the hospital. I'm just showing them that I typed yes instead of said yes.
And they don't have the critical thinking skills to think that you're like some third-party service.
Yeah, and
not like a patient of this hospital.
And the whole thing could be bypassed by just saying, "Oh, do you have any symptoms? No. Have you traveled? No. Okay, you're good to come in."
Yeah.
No, but we need you to type that instead.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the point?
That's all they did when I got my fucking wisdom teeth pulled out of my head. I went in for surgery, and all they did was ask.
John.
Dude.
I mean.
You want to hear that story? You want to hear something funny? So I went in to get my wisdom teeth taken out. I got all 4 taken out.
Yeah, which is fucking wild.
It wasn't too bad, honestly.
I know. I'm probably going to do the same, but it's still wild.
I was nervous, but I was awake for the whole thing, too. But no, so the first time I went in, I remember, like, I was paying for the whole surgery right there up front. Mm-hmm. And the lady gets the phone call while I'm paying. Like, she's still putting things into the computer. And she gets this phone call, and I hear her go, "So we've all been exposed?" I was like, "Oh, son of a bitch."
It's gonna take up.
So she hands me this like receipt to sign to like, finish the deal.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Is this gonna be an issue?" And she's like, "What?" I was like, "What you just heard on the phone and told your coworkers."
And said out loud.
I've got people behind me that are patients. I'm not trying to freak anybody out, but I'm freaking out because I just heard you say that shit, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So and she was just like, "No, it should be fine." So it
should be fine.
Yeah. So she takes the payment, of course. You know what I'm saying. And then
once that's cleared, you're fucked. Oh, God damn it.
So immediately, we get past the desk, take the mask off. Nurse takes her mask off. She sits me on the thing. They put the fucking wool blanket on me like the natives did to kill the Indians.
Mm-hmm, yeah, you just got fucking saved from Titanic. Let's warm you up.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sitting in there for like 30 minutes, and they come back, and they're just like, "Yeah, so somebody came in, they had COVID, so we had to shut the whole thing down."
No.
So I had to deal with all of the like crazy anxiety coming up to the surgery to the point of sitting in the chair for surgery.
Yeah.
And like I was just about to take, like they were literally coming in to give me the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had to do it awake because I'm fat as fuck.
Yeah.
So they're just like, you're too fat. You have to be awake for this.
And your heart rate may have finally started to go on the downhill. Like, okay, I've peaked probably in the waiting room.
Yeah.
I'm finally calming down, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah. The other problem was when I came in for my pre-checkup, like the initial, like we're just gonna look at X-rays and talk about this. My coworker dropped dead in the middle of our shift.
You got some bad luck at Schminkes, whatever.
Oh, dude, yeah, I've had 2 coworkers die on the clock with me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
On the clock with me, not 2 coworkers that I had died. 2 people I was working with died while I was there.
Yeah, within the same space of working.
Yeah. But yeah, so this guy he walks up to like the big walk-in cooler and he gives it one tug and then starts freaking out and drops dead of a brain aneurysm.
Jesus.
So, of course, my heart rate maybe and my blood pressure's a little high.
But did you push him in the freezer to keep him cool for a while?
Well,
or
you
what?
know, just till the paramedics got there.
Yeah, he's got to cool him off a little bit.
We figured, if
toppings.
the colder that we kept him for the paramedics, the better it was going to be for, like, just everybody, like the mortician.
Yeah, plus the smell and everything like that.
Yeah, we figured, like, yeah, exactly. And, we figured from rigor mortis, maybe it's better if he'd be cool. Because in the morgues, they got him in, like, freezers.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, yeah. So you push him in the freezer, put him on ice.
That was the thought, exactly. We kind of really rolled him.
It's kind of out of sight, out of mind, so you can keep, operations of the day going.
And he was trying to get into the freezer when he died. So, I mean, we put him in there, which is what he wanted. He wanted to be in that freezer.
His final wish was fulfilled, which is pretty good for you guys.
The literally last thing that man ever wanted in his life
was to get in.
Was to get into that freezer, dude.
And we're not going to let that fucking not happen.
Yeah,
Come
bro.
on.
Like, he died at this shithole job. We got to give him his last wish.
Exactly.
Bro, he didn't even get, like, a funeral.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. That's so sad.
But,
was that because he didn't know anybody or because...
yeah, just, like, no family. And then the very limited family.
How old was he?
He was, like, 30.
That's not old.
He was young.
No, nothing?
No, just brain aneurysm just went down.
No, I mean, like, no people that...
parents were dead. Lived with a cousin and her parents. And then Gergen has like this CARES Foundation. None of us get health insurance or like 401ks or nothing.
No, why would you?
But if like your house burns down or you get like raped half to death, then you have a chance of getting put into this lottery where maybe they'll pay your bills for a month.
And they can make a whole PR spin out of it too. Like, look how we helped this employee of our company, you know, after they had their whole house burned down. Never mind the fact that their house burned down because they fucking left their house to go to the emergency because we don't pay for that.
Yeah, because they were in there because they were at Gergen. Oops. People could figure that shit out anyway. I just can't say it.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah. But I mean, I had this one coworker. He was in Mexico and he got robbed by fake police.
Nice.
Like Gergen.
That happens so often.
Yeah, Gergen paid for him to like get back, and then they paid for like 2 months worth of bills. So when this fool died, they gave the cousin money for a funeral, and they just like took it and just didn't have one.
I can fuck with that. Okay. I thought you were going to say they give them the same coupons they give the teachers. Like, here's a few. Here's
a free medium 1-topping pizza.
Yeah,
sorry
have
for your loss.
Yeah.
Everybody in your family gets one.
One.
Everybody gets one.
This is one for all of you guys. You guys hang out at the same place.
Don't show up with 4 of the coupons and say everybody else is outside. All right.
No.
1 coupon per customer.
And this is how it goes.
I get that he's dead, but this is a business. There's a lot of employees.
Money,
People are dying.
You know, and when we come down to it, he didn't finish his shift, so he kind of fucked us up that day. So in anything, you should be happy with the free pizza we're giving you. We still didn't get what he needed from the freezer. So.
Oh man, that poor dead fuck. Yeah. But yeah, so of course when I went into the little pre-check thing for the surgery, like my blood pressure was through the fucking roof.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Because it's like I'm fat, but at the same time I just watched somebody die.
Pretty recently, yeah.
She was like, "Your blood pressure's a little high." I was like, "My coworker just died about an hour ago in front of me," and she was like, "Yeah, that makes sense.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll get it up there for sure."
Jesus.
Yeah, dude, that was terrifying. But I did it. I got fucking COVID surgery.
What?
Yeah, I got surgery during COVID. The fucking,
yeah. I was like,
that's a feat.
They extracted COVID from you?
If
Holy
we were
shit.
80 years old, you know how baller it's going to sound when we're 80 to say that I had an operation during a fucking COVID pandemic? That's baller.
It's not too bad, no.
That's some fearless shit. They're going to be like, that's man.
King of the mountain. Yeah, Grandpa, you know you don't want your surgery now in perfect health? He had it during COVID. You know, COVID of the 20s? Yeah.
You right now, you're going into this clean. Nothing's going on. Doctor's having a good day. When Grandpa went in,
it was a wild card.
Maybe an old person was dying every now and then.
There was a chance that when he went in there, he may have caught this disease that had a low mortality rate, and he may have died afterwards. Like, holy shit.
There's a chance that he had a heart attack, but also had COVID.
At the same time.
Yeah.
He may have had a full stroke while infected with COVID. You'll never know.
Yeah, I remember like there was like a wave where people were like, "Yep, if you get hit by a bus, but if you have COVID, it's a COVID death."
Yeah, there was that for a little.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just one of those,
It's just
plethora
it's the Alex Jones shit.
Exactly.
You
Yeah,
know?
my what do you call it? My dad? I mean, he's not Alex Jones level, but my dad brings up some stuff like that because he's fucking old.
Hardcore conservative.
Yeah, he's old. Fucking lived on a farm, born in a chicken coop, kind of fucking bullshit. Truck driver. Fucking
back when
wives.
men were men, kind of vibes.
Yeah, exactly. He fucking had to. He didn't carry a gun in his fucking truck, but he.
He damn near would.
He should have.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he should have because he had multiple people that he knew in that trucking business actually get robbed and killed at truck stops and stuff. But he didn't. He just didn't. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe he was going through some shit. Maybe it would have blown his brains out. I don't know. I don't talk to him about that kind of stuff. That was during his dark alcoholic times. Let that go to the grave with him. But
I feel like there's like all these conversations that I should have with my dad before that's too late, but it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, I feel like that all the time. I'm like, I kind of want to know these things. I know once they're gone, I'll probably regret it. But I don't want to put him in that position to let me know how this shit went down.
Yeah.
He tells me some stories here or there in his old, and like, he's calm now and shit. He'll tell me some stories here or there about some wild stuff, but it's all lighthearted. It's not as many stories about like fucking, I don't know, the drugs he's probably done or the people he's fucked over and stuff.
Yeah.
He keeps it pretty light, starting a fire here or there, having some wild dates with some buddies, some wild shit like that.
My he's like opened up the door to it. Like he's kind of like given me like quick glimpses into some crazy shit that he's done, and like I know that he's definitely wild. And then like now that my parents are split, like my mom out of pettiness will just tell me fucked up shit all the time that I didn't know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like she was, she's gonna say like the most off the wall, like, your dad did this once, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? Like,
we were talking about what we're gonna get for dinner. You had to bring that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was commenting on Subway's prices of their footlongs. You're telling me about the time you fucking killed a hooker? What the fuck?
Yeah, what do you mean you guys killed a hooker once and fucking drove all the way to Arizona with her propped up in the back like Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, what do you mean your dad held dog fights in New Mexico? I was asking you what you wanted.
Yeah, he sold heroin for 15 years.
Man.
How the hell does that even make sense? I was alive for that?
I asked you how your day was. Yeah, my parents kind of dropped it on me too one time when we were going by an area off of Willow Pass, and my dad and my mom was like, "Let's try even." Yeah, I'll say it. Why not? And we're going by this area, and she's like, "Oh, I remember that time your dad got paranoid here." I'm like, I didn't bring anything up about this area, but yeah, what's up? She's like, "Oh, he tossed a bullet in the bushes. He's tailed by a cop." I'm like, a bullet, like an actual bullet? Oh no, like a little thing of coke. We were selling a lot at the time, and he had a lot on him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just drop that. Yeah, you can. It's cool just to drop that in casual conversation. Why not? And
I remember I told my mom the first time I tried mushrooms because I just I don't know, like we were just close like that, I guess. But like I wasn't afraid to tell her.
Yeah,
I think I'm just not worried if she's disappointed in me.
Because at this point, like fucking,
she was the disappointment for the first 18 years. So now like we're killing it.
And you've made it this far with the disappointment past. So it's just like fuck it. Yeah, same. But yeah,
it's kind of just like one of those like I love my mom, but she was such a terrible alcoholic as a child. That's like there's really nothing like it's like, what are you gonna come at me for? You were really bad, lady. Like, get out of here. So,
I forget what did she put in the Coke cans? Was it straight liquor or was it Jesus Christ?
E&J, dude, drunk driving all the time. But
well, I remember thinking that I remember being told like in middle school or high school you couldn't drive with a beer in your cup holder, and I was like, bullshit. My dad picked me up from school every day when he did. Whenever he'd pick me up, he'd always have a beer in the thing. What do you mean it's illegal?
Yeah, my mom always, it was either a Coke can that she would crack like those little airline balls of E&J and pour those in, or just straight up styrofoam cup. Fucking, I got 5
sipping on syrup. Yeah, like looking like Lil Wayne in 08. Yeah,
well, just straight NWA. She didn't give a shit.
No big deal.
Never got DUI. Never crashed.
Bless her.
Drank and drove every day for a long time. But she's been sober ever since. So I think because she was so wild that I'm not afraid to be like, hey, I tried mushrooms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I was telling her about it, and I remember she was just like, yeah, me and your father were supposed to do mushrooms, but we ended up like chickening out at the last second. And I was like, that's kind of cool. Like,
surprising your dad would ever chicken out of anything.
I know, right? I'm sure he just lied and took them without her.
Those mushrooms can't beat me. Watch this.
Pussy ass mushrooms.
I'll snort them. Fuck it. Why not?
But like, it was one of those just like, it's cool to think about your parents taking those same journeys, like the first time they took mushrooms or the first time they took acid, the first time they got high. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's certain little fucking not adult child relationship kind of topics.
Like talking about times of them having like, I'm not going to say benders, but like a long night of fucking coke and alcohol and drug. Like just talking about.
My parents definitely did the fuck out of coke.
Yeah.
That's just their era. Everybody was doing coke.
Yeah.
Everybody's still doing coke.
It's pretty
Coke's
pretty
everywhere.
common. I think it always will be.
Meth is cheaper, and that's why you see it more. But coke is everywhere. It's coming out of Oakland.
Well, I feel like there's enough awareness of shit like meth nowadays where people know. I mean, there's still a lot of fucking people that do it, unfortunately, but
it's easier to, I think, create for one.
Yeah.
And distribute.
But I like to hope enough people have seen enough people to fuck their lives up to not do it as much as they were. But I have absolutely no statistics to back that up, so I could be completely full of shit.
I think what it is like, it's like you can be the dumbest asshole ever and make meth.
Mm-hmm.
But I think to make coke, it requires more shit. I think it's just not as easy as a process.
No, I remember. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I kind of skimmed through it. It was funny enough. It was a Gordon Ramsay thing. I don't know if it was Gordon Ramsay going out to fucking Quebec or something. That's not.
To just yell at a restaurant owner. Or
Most likely.
Like that.
No, I remember this was right before he had some show where he would go to fucking Indochina and tell somebody how to fucking cook their rice, even though it's their fucking rice and shit.
Yeah.
But he was doing something where he was down in some fucking rainforest in probably South Africa or South America or whatever, and he sat behind and watched somebody make a shitload of coke in the middle of the fucking woods with grass huts and shit.
Yeah.
And he was commenting on how dirty each you
need the leaves, right? Like you can't make it at least without the coca leaves.
I guess so. I kind of skimmed a bit ahead because I wanted to see when he started swearing, and he didn't because he was just kind of mortified the whole time. But he was it was just him kind of commenting through each step on how dirty the chemicals were, how dirty the process was, how fucking gross it looked from step to step, and I was just like, God damn. But it was a hell of a process. I mean, I'm sure meth isn't the hardest process in the world, but the coke one seemed like it was fucking step by step by step.
I think the coke, it's like you take the leaves and then you boil them, and then you take the froth from the top of the boil and you skim that, and then you strain that, and then you dry it. Something like that. I don't know how to make drugs.
This one had a whole nother bleach.
Yeah,
not bleach, but
I'm sure it's few other. Yeah, you gotta put something else in there with it.
Yeah, and then of course it gets to the point where it gets here and they cut it with fucking bath salts and shit.
Yeah, but I think you need the leaf. As with meth, you could kind of make it out of just things you could buy at Target.
Yeah, the whole. Have you ever seen Zach's played it at the house a million times. What was I can't remember what the show's called, but it's all about fucking. I think Drug Inc. I think maybe it'll be Drug Inc.
Okay, that's a thing. Yeah.
But there was one where it was this chick making meth in Gatorade bottles.
Oh, I have seen that. Yeah, using a battery and shit.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, she's like, it hurts your eyes, and she's shaking it up. And
and it's casually during the interview, just shaking it like it's nothing. This just fuck. In this stage, it's actually explosive.
Making a bomb. Yeah.
Yeah, she's explaining how in this stage, if I were to open it now, it would blow up, but it's good now, and just casually shaking it by her face,
just like some low voice bull dyke with her face blurred out.
Yeah, exactly, with a bandana covering it and shit. Like a bandana on the hair and around the mouth.
So aggressive, dude. And I remember
sturdy.
that shit.
Yeah.
I remember the fuck out of that. Also, I remember getting in almost to an altercation, basically, when I worked at Target. Because I feel like I could say Target because it's been 10 years. I worked at fucking Target.
That was so long ago.
Circle.retail chain.
Real quick, before you go into the story, I remember when you worked at Target, I remember you told me that you got a drug test to get the job. You said that they actually watched you pee. Was that a real thing, or were you just saying? Or you just kind of?
No, what they did was this is how they did it. They before you went into the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
You're all good.
They took everything out of your pockets.
Yeah.
They patted you down, and they made you pull down your pants, basically to just underwear.
That's absolutely.
Make sure that there was nothing in there. I've done I've never had that happen again.
And that's why it's always stuck in my mind because I've gotten multiple drug tests since then, and I've never had, not even the padding of a pocket, never anything.
Dude, they full stripped, and then they had red tape on the sink and on the toilet and everything. And if you broke the tape, it was an automatic fail. You know what it was? Is because I think it was right by Mount Diablo, and it was mainly for kids that had probation and ankle monitor.
Yeah.
So they their whole thing was they were used to dealing with shitheads that are obviously trying to fuck with them. Mm-hmm. So I think that they maybe because of their placement they were more strict.
Yeah.
But I mean every other drug test I ever did they'd let me walk down the hallway by myself.
Yeah.
Lock
Go to your
the door
own
behind me. I could flush the toilet. I'd always have a piss bag just strapped to my leg.
I deliver into fucking areas to where I'm next to what's the fucking place where they keep the babies in a hospital? Nursery? No, not nursery. Maybe nursery. I'll be in a hospital with badge access to a nursery full of babies dropping off a bed for their mom.
Yeah.
And my drug test was in a locked door by myself. Like,
yeah,
it was totally like the fact that wasn't checked on, but at Target they were fucking sitting there patting you down. All
Yeah.
that's wild. But sorry, your Target story.
No, I definitely do think it had to be because it was like a mainly like criminal kind of drug test facility.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, like when I did Gergenspoigels, like they were just literally like take this cup. The bathroom is down that hallway over there, all the way to the end.
I failed mine.
There was yeah.
I was sick on I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know the details of lean at the time, but I was sick taking.
You got the heroin.
Lean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that, so I tested for that, and I'm like, oh, I'm taking this. And I gave him and I had to come back and do it again, give him the prescription.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you're good.
One time I gave when I was running my own Gergenspoils out in Antioch for that short period of time.
Yeah, a miserable month.
Yeah, I was talking to this like older black gentleman in the parking lot, and he was telling me how he was like this warehouse manager, but he was about to be moving to Vegas. So he was basically saying like, you know, he's looking for somebody to take this really high-paying, well-off job. And I was like, I have the perfect friend for you. And I suggested David Monticello.
Oh, yeah.
Because David, at the time, he'd worked in a few warehouses. He was driven enough. He was a hard worker.
Big.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, it made sense. And he also needed the discipline.
Yeah.
I think, you know? So, like,
yeah.
So I talked David up all the way to this guy. And, like, he was ready to, like, give him the job. But David definitely wasn't going to piss clean.
No.
And all I had was, like, a half of a bag of fake piss.
Yeah, some monkey whiz.
So I gave him that fucking half a bag, and he decided he was nervous it wasn't going to be enough fake piss. So he added his own dirty piss on top of the
fucking
fake
idiot.
piss.
Dumb.
Failed the drug test.
My concentration of fucking dirty piss won't fuck up the other part of it. No way. It's testing every bit of the piss.
I was like, oh, is this two different humans' piss?
Hopefully they'll test the good half of the
There's way
piss.
too many genes in this piss.
Yeah, there's multiple DNAs swirling around this piss. What's going on here?
How much piss is this?
It probably just came out like insufficient. Like,
yeah,
there's two species of piss in this.
That monkey whiz works though.
I've used it every time.
I have too. I had this one drug test where they sent it off to a lab for 3 days.
Jesus.
And I was shitting. I don't know why, but like I just feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for failing it.
Yeah, even though you'll just get a no.
You'll just get a no.
But I'm in the
It's
same
like they're
way.
gonna call the cops or something. Like,
yeah, my mind's always thinking that I'm
This
gonna
guy's
get
doing
fucking
drugs.
locked up. This guy tested positive for pot,
He
man.
did
Put
drugs.
him in.
Get him.
Throw him in,
Get
man.
him.
Get rid of the key.
He gave us all of his information. He wanted to work here. That fucking dumb drug addict.
He put his social here. Crash his credit, man.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
But fucking, I can't believe like he mixed the piece,
Dude,
fucked it up. Didn't get that job.
Dude,
I should have taken that job.
You should have.
I really should have taken that. He probably wanted me to take the job.
Maybe.
I think that's probably why he brought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn it. That's fine.
I tried aside from the fake piss. I can't remember if Ben ever told you about it. I did this off Ben's recommendation. He did Ben Smith. I'm not going to say the last name.
Yeah.
He did something with he needed to pass a test at some point.
I work with a dude named Ben Smith. This is hilarious.
Perfect. Well, fucking Gergens had to fucking pass a test.
Yeah.
And he did the thing where he took the detox drink, like it's like a fucking gallon.
Yeah.
And
I remember going to Berkeley to get those for my mom. I think he went with me.
I tried that. I drank it. You refill it like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like fucking Dumbledore in whatever Harry Potter movie it was where he's drinking the fucking poison and saying, kill me.
Yeah.
Because at one point you just run out of room. And like I'm forcing it because you have to drink it within like an hour period of your test or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And first of all, it tastes horrible.
And you can only piss like once.
Yeah, it tastes horrible. The way it goes down your throat, it feels in your stomach. It feels like it shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Like it feels like I'm drinking fucking bleach, and it's fucking affecting everything. Like I'm drinking bleach with a side of paint chips. Like I can feel it in my stomach being rejected, and I did that. And I failed the test, and I declined the job. That's great. I declined the job because I decided I didn't want it. Because I got a different offer. And then I get a call like a week later being like, hey, by the way, this is so-and-so's drugs emporium. Yeah, you failed your test. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't take the job anyway.
Exactly. Fucking, I'll fuck myself twice. Like, holy shit.
I won't say his name, but a buddy of ours from high school was definitely going to piss dirty.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him about drinking one of those like 24 hours. You get to drink this, and then you get one shot to piss into a cup clean.
Yeah.
This is what he did. He drank it that night and bought an at-home drug test from CVS, passed that, and then 2 days later went in and did his drug test.
What a fucking idiot,
dude!
He used his. You explained to him it's a one-shot deal. Okay, I'll waste my one shot on this fucking Dollar Tree piss test.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're good. Sweet, I'll pass the next one.
I might not have told him that it was a one shot. I might not have known if it was a one shot.
So you thought maybe once you flush it,
I
you're
didn't
clean
tell
from
him
then
that
on.
you're clean from then on. I definitely didn't tell him that.
He put
I
that
just told him,
together.
drink this and you'll pass your test. And then he went and bought he passed the test that he took. You know,
there's internet. He could have looked it up himself.
Yeah, I mean, it probably says it on the box too.
Yeah, I know the box gives you exact details. Yes,
hell of instructions.
A paragraph of instructions.
Monkey Whiz comes with like a 300% guarantee.
Yeah, I love the monkey piss one.
Yeah, and I've never even considered sending one of those in because they work.
So much
Like I said, mine went to a lab for a few days for a job that I even just declined.
Yeah,
it was for like Clark's Pest Control.
I remember that one. Yeah,
That was a dumb idea.
What,
I did that. It was just I did it out of impulse.
Yeah,
it was like I was taking somebody else. Was just like, they're hiring. Can you help me drop off my application? It's like, you can't even get there. How are you gonna get this job, bro? Let's go. I'll take you.
One of those.
And so I ran in there. No, I mean, I think he didn't have a license, so you couldn't get the job without it.
Yeah,
it's a fucking pest control. You drive around the truck.
Do I know this person?
Yeah.
He's in Oregon now, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He's a great guy, and I hope he's doing well.
I haven't talked to him in like almost a year now. But
I haven't talked to him since he left, but I hope he's doing well.
He deleted everything. That's what's weird.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, hope he's good.
Yeah, me too. I really do. And the baby, because they're.
Did they have it?
I don't know. Hopefully.
That's the thing. They fell off before it was popped out. So I was like, oh, I hope.
I didn't know that at all. I literally have not spoken to that fellow.
No, I.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's not do that. I feel bad for him.
Yeah. No.
I am the coming Messiah.
He is. So fucking.
Yeah.
Anyways, So fucking pest control. You fucking took it to a lab and everything.
I took him to like drop off his thing and get like an interview.
Yeah.
And then I just thought out of impulse to lay out my own resume, and then they immediately called me, interviewed me, and offered me a job the next morning.
Jeez.
So I was just like, oh wow, I mean, I guess I'll take this job, and I went and did the drug test, and then just never answered the phone.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing that you didn't really want it, and when you got, it's almost
I didn't think I was gonna get it.
You kind of play that whole like, well, the fact that you guys gave it to me so easily, do I really want this? Like,
yeah,
I kind of want to work for it.
He was talking me up. He's like, my salesman made over $100,000 last year, and all that kind of shit. But I was just like, I don't want to work in fucking pest control and my Dale Gribble gonna be fucking filling my lungs up with this shit.
Exactly, like fucking.
I was supposed to be in termites, so you have to like.
That's deep in the wood.
You're supposed to like heat the house up to like 130 degrees or something like that, and then you're supposed to just go in every now and then and make sure everything still works. So your job is basically to not die as you go check on the machinery.
You're going to be the test subject to go in there and see how deadly it is. If you drop in there, you've done the dose too high.
You're literally a pawn. Like your only job is to go in and make sure it works.
We're hiring you because you're essentially our fall guy for the chemicals. Because we know you're not going to stay here long enough to have to, the effects of these things won't hit you for another 20, 30 years.
Look, we can't have our best guy collapse.
Yeah, this guy actually is useful and sells stuff. You're the guy who's just going to fucking fumigate the house.
Yeah. Yeah, so fucking, I just decided, fuck that. I'm not going to do it. Let's see, logging, most dangerous jobs in the U.S. And number one is logging.
Oh, 100%.
No shit.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Final Destination told me that.
Oh, my God.
What did this say? Fatal injury?
Oh, they don't make shit, dude. So, okay, for every 100,000 people, 111 of them will die.
Yeah.
And they're only making $41,000 a year.
I really would have thought it'd be more.
Oh, that makes me uncomfortable.
Well, actually, no. I guess if I'm sure places where logging is a thing, the living wage is probably incredibly low.
Number two is going to live with me in anxiety forever. Why? Aircraft pilots.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking what?
Yeah.
That just means is that
good salary at least.
Planes crashing?
Are they falling into the turbines somehow? Are they getting lost in baggage
53
claim?
for 100,000. Okay, see, like. Only one or two of them motherfuckers is going to die in a plane crash. So that's still like 30 planes a year.
But how are they dying outside of that? Like, did they die between towns? Like
working on the engines and stuff.
I was going to say they land in fucking Atlanta.
Sucked into a turbine.
They're on a turnaround in Atlanta and party for a weekend and overdose, and they're technically on the clock at the time, so that counts as a death.
I could see that for sure. Damn, dude. But they make 3 times as much money.
Yeah.
And they don't die anywhere near as
much.
Well,
also, I had been tempted to do that whole thing before because I had a buddy I had a coworker at Lowe's whose wife was a attendant, and she was an attendant for like 20, 30 years or whatever. Yeah. And they used to talk, and he'd always tell me about back when they were in their like late 20s, early 30s. They'd just spend a weekend because they'd fly for free. They spend a weekend, go fucking have a good weekend somewhere else for free, come right back.
I mean, that's fucking dope.
Delivery drivers, I'm one of those. Wait a minute.
Oh, me too, buddy. Me too.
27 out of 100, and that's not that bad.
That's really not that bad.
No.
There's almost 1,000 of them died. Here's the thing, bro. I think I could tell you once a week, almost.
Farmers.
Probably once a week, I have to dodge some fucking idiot.
Constantly.
That almost kills me.
Yeah.
I had just the other day, dude. All right, so I'm sitting in the traffic, and like I see this. Again, I'm in this little ass Corolla.
Yeah.
I see like
Fucking
a
tuna can.
Suburban who's clearly not paying attention, about to rear end me at full speed.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to just like let off the brake and just jump into the emergency lane, just on a whim that I didn't think he was going to slow down.
Yeah.
And he barely missed the car in front of me. It was one of those like slam on the brake and yank the wheel kind of things. So like if I wasn't paying attention, he would have just gone right fucking through me.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like fucking like I could see delivery drivers going down, and they're more than cops. Delivery drivers are going down. That's not, well, that's good, I guess. We don't, you know.
Yeah, that's
it's getting harder and harder to get people to want to do that job.
And that's the kind of thing I was going to say. People don't want that job just based off the survival rate and just the constant backlash that's associated with that position.
My God, yeah, you're a fucking animal now if you're a cop.
Yeah, you're the worst of the worst. But
Yeah.
what do you call it? To your point of being rear-ended at that point, what's his name? Zach's neighbor, our mutual friend.
Mm-hmm.
He, I think he was like 18 or 19. He was on Highway 4, like near Loveridge or something, and I don't remember the exact details, but he basically got rear-ended at like 55, like it was traffic, and the guy just didn't slow down. And even though I know it was possible beforehand, just him telling me that happened to him, I do have that same fear a lot of the times where like I'll be stopped in traffic and I see the guy coming behind me, not slowing down like anytime soon, where I'm like, oh, this is it, isn't it? This is gonna be it. Oh, we're good. We're good.
There's been quite a few times where like if I see somebody coming just quick enough, I'll put my car in neutral.
Oh, there you go. It's not bad.
Yeah, well, that way, you know, if he hits you, it's just like a pool cue thing. He'll just bounce you. Like, not as much damage.
Medium whiplash, not full fucking decapitation.
Yeah, so for anybody listening that wasn't smart enough to know that one, throw your car in neutral.
You'll be good.
And your car will absorb less of the energy, and you'll just keep rolling.
Dude, I've been rear-ended like 6 times.
Dude, I have not. Jesus Christ. Your whole family is just...
I've been rear-ended...
Except for your dad. I feel like your dad's the man. I don't know that he's ever crashed.
No,
he's been in an explosion, but I don't know that he's ever crashed. He walked through it like a champion.
No big deal.
Unscathed.
He drove trucks for however many fucking years, and he had like a fucking 3 million mile record of no accidents or whatever. Like,
yeah, dude.
Like absolutely ridiculous. And
it's like my mom. My mom drunk drove for like 10 years and never got a DUI or crashed. Your dad fucking just somehow never crashed.
I've been rear-ended... No, I take that back. I think I've been rear-ended 4 times. So I've been backed into probably about 4 or 5 times also. Like just someone's at a stop sign. Oh, I've gone over the line. Let me back up real quick. Smack into me. Thank you.
This guy was working on the house and he hit my Buick like the week I got it. And he was just like a shitty, like third party shithead worker, and he was like older and he was clearly like really flustered and upset because you could tell like financially this was going to ruin him. So I just let it go. But I
let almost all of mine go because it was mostly medium, no damage really. The only one that gave me damage,
you gotta like really hit me in a fucking...
Well, there was one that hit me and backed into me and fucked up my hood, my whole front bumper. It got his information. He disappeared. Never heard from him again.
God damn.
So yeah,
that's illegal though, right? So
yeah. No, I got everything covered through him, and he got fucking
a felony or something right?
like that. Yeah, but that happened, and my car was... So, classic, my family's luck. I take it into the shop, and I go to fucking Mike's because I'm not paying for it, so I'm going to go to somewhere nice.
Hell yeah.
And fucking...
That's what I did.
Yeah. And they fucking... They ordered, like, the wrong hood for my car, and then they ordered the wrong latch. It's like, it's supposed to be a 1-week thing. It turned into, like, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So I finally get it fixed, and I'm driving, and less than a week later, I get rear-ended. Very minimal in a parking lot, but it was enough to kind of jolt me forward a bit. And I'm like... and the person was like hella apologetic, but I'm like, I should claim this because I could tell that it was probably going to... It did eventually chip the paint on the bumper, but I'm like, I just got this fucking thing back. I don't want to deal with this. Like, it's fine. I don't fucking care. Like, go ahead.
Same thing happened. I was at work, and this guy was not paying attention when he was backing up out of the parking lot, and he just encaved my fucking driver door on my Buick.
Oh, God.
I was sitting in it still. I just pulled up, and he just fucking went straight into me. And that car's so goddamn heavy, I didn't even really feel it.
Yeah.
But just crushed the door, dude. And like, of course, I went to Mike's because I'm not paying for this, so we're getting the best job. They bring it back to pre-accident standards, quote unquote. So we'll see one day. But like, a couple months later, it had been literally months since I brought my car to work. I
Yeah.
brought that little Corolla just so I would, because of this experience.
Yeah.
And I bring it to work one day, and fucking my coworker EJ backs out and hits it.
Nice. What a sack of shit. His
And I was
name's
like,
EJ?
yeah, and I was like, dude, like, I haven't driven this car to work in so long because of this fear.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first time I brought it to work because something was wrong with my other car.
Look what you did.
You fucking hit it.
You sack of shit.
And it's like that first thing was like thousands of dollars because my car's expensive.
Yeah.
So that shit was super. Like I think it was like $4,000 for what he did to my door.
It is ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I had to let it go. I let him buy me like a $300 polisher.
Okay.
But like when I took it to Mike's the next day just to get a quote, it was like $1,600.
Isn't that crazy?
And I was like, fuck, dude, like I can't keep running people's pockets. People need to be more careful. But fuck, man, I'm not trying to get body work on my car every week. Like this one's small enough.
And it's that bad balance of like, I don't want to be that guy claiming hella shit, fucking somebody else over, but I also don't want to get fucked over myself.
Yeah, and I also feel like if I hit somebody, unfortunately, the karma's going to be that, they're coming for my shit.
Yeah.
And I deserve it if it's my fault for them to come for my shit. But like, I'm also the kind of guy, like if it's nothing, then I wave you off.
Yeah, exactly.
But I know that if it's going to be me on the other side, they're definitely going to be like, give me your insurance.
That's like my mom's situation.
Yeah.
She's hit a lot of people, but she's been hit a few times and let it go, but she's never been let go on the other end.
We got to wrap it up. But I remember one time.
Oh, you really?
Yeah, we do. We're at an hour and a
Oh,
half.
shit.
I remember one time, though, your mom broke like 7 laws in one intersection turn.
Yeah, and the cop let her go because he was so impressed. He was
Yeah.
so I've never seen somebody break 7 laws in literally one turn. You're free to go, ma'am.
All right, well, we got to wrap this one up. This has been another fun episode.
I'll be back
Hell yeah, and we love you, motherfuckers.
sometimes.